Hey guys, it's Inka. Welcome back to another episode of Trendy versus Traditional, where I'll be doing trendy interpretations of your favorite classics. Today, representing the traditional side will be my friend Vic.
How you guys doing? I'm Vic, and I'm ready to go.
Today we'll be doing
Today we'll be making
pizza.
I was a delivery driver. It was a fun time in my life. Always nice to be in a pizza shop.
All right, so that means you're a professional. You can handle this.
I've watched the guys do their thing. I wouldn't consider myself a professional per se, but I think I could definitely hold my own in this challenge.
Damn, okay. Well, a little nervous, but I'm gonna start us off today. I'm gonna go first.
Alrighty, well, good luck.
Thank you. That was so confident. He has so much confidence. Let's get this bread. Let's get this bread, you know? For today, our trendy pizza is actually gonna be the pizza cone. It's basically the same as your average pizza slice, except it's shaped into a cone. The cone is the crust, and then the toppings go inside.
The reason why I chose this particular recipe is definitely something that I thought was super simple. Being that I work at BuzzFeed, I looked one up on Tasty, and it just so happened to be a really simple recipe that you'd be able to use at home. Just a little bit nervous, because I know Inga always does her thing in the kitchen, so it's gonna be a tough competition. But I love pizza. I think I got a little bit of experience. I've dabbled with it before, so I'm pretty confident that I'm gonna be able to give her a run for her money.
I bought some cool gadgets. They look like little traffic cones. We're going to shape the dough using these little guys. But first things first, we're gonna start off by making the dough, because that is the most time-consuming process. There's this recipe that I've been doing to make bread, just normal bread, where it's called a no-knead dough, which means you don't need to knead. You don't need. All you have to do is combine some ingredients, set it aside, and you'll have this beautiful airy dough.
First thing we want to do is get our yeast mixture ready. I'm gonna throw in my sugar. Give me a second there, cause I forgot which one was which. Throw in the yeast there. You just gotta let that rest do its thing for about 10 minutes, and you'll start to notice it's gonna start bubbling up.
I got some warm water here, active dry yeast. Give it a little mixy mix. Instant bread smell. Once that's combined, I'm gonna add in some bread flour.
First thing, I'm just gonna throw in a little bit of salt just to season the flour. Don't like anything bland. Throw in some of this yeast mixture in there. Olive oil I'm throwing in for some flavor. Slowly, you're just gonna start working around the volcano crater that you've made here. I'm a big fan of making fresh made pasta. So this is a little bit similar.
You know how normally people, when they eat pizza, they eat like the parts with the toppings and then they leave the crust? I'm the opposite. I eat the crusts and then I leave the toppings sometimes. Don't judge me.
I've always loved the way this looks. Snow time. I'm just gonna set a quick timer to make sure that I'm kneading it for long enough. I left my phone over there. Oh my God. Thank you, sir. Set timer for 10 minutes.
Okay, looks rough around the edges. It's not really smooth, and that's okay. All you gotta do now is seal it and then wait for 12 to 18 hours.
So what I like to do is push out and kind of fold back in, turn it around, push, fold back in. This is really fun, I gotta say. I always enjoy kneading. It's a nice process, very zen. A lot of times what I'll do is I'll just put my headphones in, jam out to some music, maybe a podcast, something like that, and then just let the time fly.
So this has been fermenting for 17 hours. You know, this is what it looks like. Oh man, it smells like yeast. The gluten has developed, there's a lot of bubbles, it's gonna be airy. Now we just gotta make sure we don't destroy all the air that we have.
Whew. So what I'm gonna do is try to make a beautiful little ball here. And then what we're looking for really is to see if it bounces back. So let's try that out. Oh, beautiful. Saw that bounce?
It is coming, the dough is coming down.
Beautiful, so let's get this wrapped, and then I need some saran wrap.
It looks like venom or like the upside down. Just come down.
Alrighty. All right, so this is pretty much done. I'm gonna go ahead and set this aside, and then when we come back, we'll be ready to make some pizza.
Okay! See how soft it is? It's super sticky. Just gonna divvy it up. Everybody needs some personal space. I'm just going to add some oil on top. Gotta wrap it up. Now we're just gonna wait for 2 hours, and then we're gonna be ready to roll it out.
While we're waiting on our pizza dough to rise, we're gonna get going on our sauce. I love garlic, so I don't mind there being a bunch. Put the knife down, give it a smash, and then that allows the skin to come off super simply. That was the worst example, Jesus.
Onion. Choked on my saliva.
Hit it with the cross chop, boom.
Oil in here, grater here. Then shallots and our onions.
All right, and then I'm just gonna sizzle these down until they get a little warm. Throwing the tomatoes in first, boom.
I'm gonna go ahead and add in our tomato paste. Fire roasted tomatoes.
Some salt, some red pepper flakes, 'cause I like a little bit of a kick.
Oregano, crushed chili peppers, some pepper, some basil.
On the money. Oh, look at that. It's definitely doubled in size at least. Right onto my board. Oh, beautiful. Look how that's looking. That's awesome. Feels like it's a little bit more springy. Nice looking little ball there so we can portion it out. Check it out. See how it's kind of like springing back into place by itself?
We are going to try to roll this out just using my hands.
Just pressing into it, my fingers. Since I rolled it so nicely, I have a nice circular shape.
We're not gonna keep it circular shape. We're actually gonna use this cutout to cut out around this shape. We're gonna cut it. I am going to wrap it like this, around so, and boom.
Hey!
Another way of doing this, wrap it around like this. Just make sure it's all covered. Ta-da! These are now ready to go into the oven. They just need to bake like this for a little bit, around 5 to 6 minutes. Then I'm probably gonna take the molds out and let it bake for 1 to 2 minutes more just to give it some color and make sure the insides are cooked. And then we can come back and fill it up with toppings.
It doesn't really take too much sauce. That's one thing that I was kind of surprised about. I used to see the guys all the time in the shop. Is give it the little spiral, fill in those little spaces.
I have my cones. They are actually cones. Just do a little thing like that.
Now the fun part where we get to throw all the stuff on top. I'm gonna start here with my fresh mozzarella. This is always awesome because you can tear into it and make sure that I have full cheese coverage.
We're gonna do a lot of layers. So we're gonna start with the mozzarella cheese. Squish it down, add a bit of that amazing sauce. You kind of want to smear it around the sides a little bit.
A little shredded cheese. I'm gonna fill in these gaps with.
A bit of basil in here. Fresh muzz.
Now for my favorite part, add on the pepperonis. I like to throw it down the middle in the line first. I like it to be beautiful and symmetrical. Fill in the gaps on the sides.
I really like prosciutto. Add a little bit more cheese.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way because I love pepperoni.
Add some more sauce again.
Love that little extra flavor that it gives us there. The saltiness, deliciousness.
More cheese. Another piece of ham. Some more sauce. And top it off with some mozz.
And then boom, boom. I'm ready to go ahead and pop this bad boy into the oven.
I just need to go melt it a little bit. Gotta make sure the cheese is ooey and gooey. And then we're ready for the final reveal.
Wow! Those are super cool.
This is a classic New York style pizza.
When the onions made me cry, I said, don't worry about it because Inga's gonna be crying later. I may or may not have to eat those words along with this slice of pizza.
It is time for our judge to come in. And today we have a super, super, super special guest. Not Chris, but we have Chris's wife. And both of them have a pizza tattoo and they love pizza and there is no better person to come than her. Yo!
Oh! And the pizza bling!
My sweet husband.
Rest in pizza. Yeah. That's what.
Should we do the flop test?
Oh, okay. That was nerve-wracking. What do we think? I like that look. I like that look.
Delicious.
Thank you.
Cheese? Supreme.
I think we can just stop there, right?
Oh my god, it smells like pizza. I'm scared.
Oh, you hear that crisp?
The crunch is amazing. Oh my god, it tastes so good. I wasn't expecting this.
Expecting it to be... Oh no.
I like eating with both of my hands. The crust is really freaking good too. But you're amazing as well.
Sounds like it's gonna be a tough decision.
Oh no.
I feel like I'm sweating more now.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Inga.
Oh
no!
Thank you. Do you think Chris would like these?
I know he would pick that.
Looks like we brought in the wrong judge today.
We each have 1 vote.
A W for everyone.
Yes!
Yes! Congrats.
It was an awesome trial. I'm very happy. Little pizza cheers there. You weren't playing with your sauce. And the crispiness?
I feel like I ordered pizza outside.
Thank you, Vic. for joining me.
And thank you, Inga, for having me.
Thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. As always, let us know what other food item you want to see next, and we'll make it happen. See y'all next time.
Bye.
Bye.